Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel, Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with your general reading for the week of July 8th through 14th. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't for those of you liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers and to the channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, happy Monday. I hope you had the most fabulous, amazing, wonderful weekend. Got outside, got some sun or relaxed, whatever it was. Drank your water, drink your water, drink your water. I just dumped all of those on the ground. Hang on, let me pick those up. I hope that you had the most amazing weekend. I think I said that already, huh? All right, we're going to go ahead and jump in. We're going to see what is happening, going on, coming in for you this week, Aquarius, in general. All right, let's see. Spirit just wants me to, oh, no. Here, a little different today. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. So this week, Aquarius, really think about what it is that you've been putting off, what you put on the back burner, what you haven't been doing, projects that need to be finished. It could have to do with lawn work. It could have to do with, a fence or painting. It could have to do with anything, getting groceries, cleaning the garage, washing the car, going on a drive, calling the family members, or whatever. What is it that you've been putting off or haven't been doing? Calling to get an estimate for tires for some of you, or, an estimate for dental or braces or something. Making kind of an extra account or getting an envelope to start putting money in to save for vacation. Whatever it is that you've been putting off, that you've been, putting on the back burner, or you kind of were like, I'll get to that someday. Now is the time to do it. Okay. This week is going to be a good week for you to start to finish things or start to take action towards things. Okay. Spirit's like, you know what? Aquarius, you've waited long enough. It's time to finally put this into action. Okay? Yeah, no more waiting. It's time. Okay? Let's see what else needs to come through here for you, Aquarius. Ooh. These are feeling a little bit messy. So some of you haven't started because you feel like it'll be a little bit messy. And Spirit's indicating that, you know what, you're probably right. It does tend to get messier before it gets better. So if, jumping cards, so if you've been putting it off because you're afraid it's going to get messy, then you're probably right. It probably is. Okay. That's no reason for you not to go in and get it going. Okay. To start to take action, to start moving towards it. Spirit's like, no reason to stop you at all. Okay. It's time to go. It's time to do it. All right. The next card that you have there, you got 2 of the numbers. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, I just took a minute out to see what those were. And there's a word misspelled in one of them. And so we'll get to that in a second. But you have the ego here. So some of you, this is, this energy is, it's, some of you have put it off or haven't been doing whatever this is specifically for you, this project, or getting an estimate, whatever it is. For some reason, your ego is the reason, the illusion of being trapped. See, I can't afford it. I don't have time for it. I can't do it. There's whatever it may be for you. It feels very much like excuses. Okay. And the excuses no longer have the floor. The excuses are getting shown towards the door. Okay. Kicked to the curb. That was kind of a rhymey thing. The excuses no longer have the floor. They're being shown to the door. Okay. I don't know how that came through, but alrighty. The illusion of being trapped. Accept a responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness. addictions or unhealthy habits. You see, this is devil energy coming through the ego. It's as if, your ego is getting in the way of fulfilling or finishing or taking action towards something that does really mean something to you. It feels very much as if some of you are just trying to brush it off and be like, oh, it's not that important, it's not that big of a deal. And yet it really is. Okay. It really is. It's as if, this is an important thing or something that is a big deal for you, but because you have put it off for so long, or because you haven't taken action towards it, or because you have really attempted to dismiss it, now it's feels bigger than it is, and it feels overwhelming. If you would just start to take action towards it, which is what Spirit is indicating needs to happen this week for this general reading, Aquarius, if you would just start to take steps towards it, you would begin to see that it is much more surmountable. Or easily, right? You'll easily begin to kind of knock it out of the park pretty darn quickly. But the longer that you hesitate, the longer that you wait, the longer you stay in ego kind of energy, or in this energy of being trapped and not able to, or making excuses, the harder it continues to be, just because you continue to kind of make yourself believe that or tell yourself that. Okay, it's time to break the chains. Some of you too, this is almost like what are those called? A saber or sword, like Star Wars kind of energy here. Some of you, it may have something to do with that, something to do with like Comic-Con or something like that. Maybe building a costume or something that you've been putting off, and then you're like, oh, I can't do it now. Spirit's indicating if that's you, pointing the finger, yes, if that is you, it's time to get on it. Okay. No more excuses. Just get on it. It's time to break the chains. Whatever it is that's holding you back, it's unfortunately, you're doing it to yourself. It's time to take responsibility for that. But the longer that you do it, the worse it's going to get. Okay? All right. Yeah, it's time. Now is the time to take action. Okay? You also have the Knight of Cups coming through here. So for some of you, this could have to do with love, okay? It says romantic, flirtatious, introspective, fickle, falling in love, being swept off your feet, a sudden love affair, a lack of balance in a relationship, situations or topics that make your heart flutter, a love of poetry or art. So some of you have been putting off, it sounds interesting to say it in this way, but this is the way it's coming through, have been putting off falling in love. Some of you have kept yourself away from it, kept a wall up, or blocked it at any chance you got, and not allowed yourself to fall in love or to find the one, or you have found the one, but you haven't allowed yourself to tell them. There's not that energy of flirtatious or romantic energy. And so Spirit's like, it's about time you get on that. Take some action towards that, Aquarius, because you're only hurting yourself. All through this whole entire reading, that is the energy coming through. You're only hurting yourself by staying stuck, or by continuing to put this off or put it on the back burner, whatever it may be. And for some of you, it's not just one thing, it's a couple of things. But once you get started on the first one, you're going to begin to see how quickly you get through that and move on to the second and the third thing that you've been kind of putting off. Again, this the longer that you put it off, the longer you don't take action towards it, the more overwhelming and the bigger it becomes within your own self, within your own mind. It's time to take the responsibility and jump into action. Take action. Okay, this energy with this horse and the water, it just makes me think of, some of you have been wanting to take a beach vacation where you're riding the horses on the beach or through the water, and you just haven't done it. And Spirit's indicating now is the time to do that. Okay, whatever it is specifically for you, these are just specific things that Spirit's bringing to mind, because some of you have been putting them off. It's time to do it. If it's love, romance, telling that person, flirting with that person, whatever it is, it's time to do it. Now is the time. Okay, some of you need to get your art out, maybe scout out some galleries, or kind of even put it on the internet and get some feedback on it, and or find buyers for it. Some of you, or at least one of you, has poetry within you that needs to come out. Okay, think what's her name, Megan Fox, that did that poetry book, something about boys or something. I don't the name of it is, but right, and it, lots of people talked about it when it came out and how amazing it was. That's what is going to, or is on the cards for you, if this is your story, if it resonates with you, with the poetry, with the art and stuff. There will be lots of people that will be talking about it and critical acclaim. Like, people will be like cheering, "Yeah, Aquarius, it's so amazing, it's so amazing." But it can't happen unless you take action and get it out there. Okay, so spirits, like, I mean, could it be any clearer? Maybe, but you've known for quite a long time. This is just your confirmation, spirit saying, yes, it's time to do it. Okay, and you have the sun coming through here. Okay, a time of great joy and success. So Aquarius, if this wasn't the perfect outcome, I don't know what could be. I mean, it said that the sun is the best and most positive card in the whole tarot deck, and here it is in your outcome position. When you take action, when you move out of this, and or right, this is what happens. Okay, the sun comes out. There's that bright, bold, beautiful, brilliant energy all around you. It's within you. You just got to unleash it, break the chains on it, right, and let it come out. Whatever it is that you have been holding back from, or putting on the back burner, take the time to do it now. Look at how magical this is. This is showing you that this is the time, the magical moment, the magical time. I think that's kind of blurry because it's so close, but, and then that magic is coming out of this little time, right? For some reason, I can't think of what that's called either. So interesting. A sand. There's a reason why that's not coming through. If you know what it is and you're here on the premiere, put it down in the comments. But it's coming out and it's sprinkling that magic all around. You see, you have the time. The magic is within you to create this and to make this happen. Okay, brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities. See. Plans that work out perfectly, gratitude to the divine. So see, whatever it is going to be successful. Okay, there's going to be great joy around it. There is this energy of working out perfectly. Okay, so you are the only one that can hold yourself back from this, Aquarius. Please don't do that anymore. Take the time. Okay, make the time. Let the excuses, right? Let the excuses float out the door and just get to it. Now's the time. Take the action that is necessary. You can feel it inside you. You can feel that tug, that pull. You can feel spirit like, Aquarius, do this. It's time. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. You probably can't see me doing that. It's time. It's time. Okay. The sun is here. You are the only one that can let it come out. Okay. All right. Now you got two of the cards here. This one is the one, number 18. So number 18 actually might be something that is a number that you see, and or number 9. Okay. Almost a completion, almost there, Aquarius. Okay. But this is, I am kind heaped. It's supposed to say hearted, but there's a misspelling. So for some of you, you are really working at perfectionism, and that perfection, it's perfect the way it is, and just get it out there or do it or whatever it may be. And if there's something that needs to be tweaked or a place where you need to kind of adjust, do it in the process. Okay. And, or depending on what it is, you know, there's always room for improvement after you do something. Okay, so spirit wants you to keep that in mind. It's time to do it though. Okay, being a perfectionist, right? Some people wouldn't use this card or wouldn't whatever, but you know what, we're human, and sometimes stuff like this slips through the cracks. But even though that does happen, that doesn't mean that this is not, the message is lost. It's not, right? We know that that's supposed to be an R. Okay, so take that to heart and be like, the message is what it is. Okay, what you're putting out there is good, and potentially further on, or even a week or a couple days later, you can do an improved edition or whatever it may be. You know what your situation is. Okay, it says you are both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Yes, ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need and with the highest good of all. Okay, yeah, a message within itself right there. Now, the next one you have is 555. Okay, a major shift is about to come into your life. Now, look at this one, has a misspelled word also. You see, that is no coincidence, okay? Into your life experience and change your past direction. Be positive and be open and stay positive. I am optimistic. Now, I think that the reading that I did before this, the timeless reading, actually talked about a shift in your path or shifting direction. So I'll link that at the end. Make sure you watch that one also if you haven't already. But 555 is here. There's change, optimistic, positive, successful changes coming through. Okay. But also, again, it's no coincidence that both of these cards happen to have something that is not quite right. So you're afraid, for some of you, of doing something or putting it out there or whatever it is, right? And keep making excuses because you're afraid that something's not quite right. And yet, Spirit is here with two cards, probably the only two cards in the whole entire deck that have misspellings, showing you that even though it's not quite right, the message is still the message. It doesn't change it at all. Okay, because we know, and everybody else will know, what it is meant to be within your current situation or whatever it is that you've been holding off or putting on the back burner. Aquarius, now is the time to take action, break the chains, move forward, and you will have great joy and success. Okay. All right. All right, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button right down below and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. Also, check out the members area, 3 different levels, lots of different perks. It is another way that you can support the channel. It does allow me to continue bringing these messages and readings to you. Also, be sure to watch the other video that came out before this one if you haven't already, because it does have kind of talks about a different path or a shift, if you will. Okay. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.